Okay, I would really rather be planting my trees, but Mother Nature has different ideas. Yeah, we have a line of thunderstorms coming, but it's only going to last about an hour or two, so I should be able to come back out here in a couple of hours and start planting trees, but yeah, really rather be doing it now.
Good morning and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is a beautifully brisk 53-degree morning here in the first couple of days of fall. Absolutely wonderful. High of about 68, so wonderful day to get some work done, and I have a little bit of a rescue mission to go on. So hold on, let me get all geared up. Okay, this is our rescue mission for the day. We're out in the orchard. Now, I have 3 spots out here where I need 3 new trees, and I happen to have 2 cherry trees that I let sit in a pot a little bit too long, and they started to root down through the pot into the ground, so they need planted bad. But I only had 2 of them, so I went and I found a little pear tree, and actually the trees that the beaver took out would have been not this year, would have been early last year, were apple trees. And the reason that we don't want to put apple trees back out here is because it is terrible out here for Seeger apple rust. And yeah, anything that you can do with an apple, you can do with a pear. We do still have other apple trees out here, but yeah, I think as they go, we're just going to replace them with pears. But I do have 2 little cherry trees and 1 pear tree, and I'm going to start getting to work on those. First thing I'm going to do is weed whack and scalp the spot that I want to put them in. And then I'm going to break out the shovel, and I'll tell you what I'm doing as I do it, but yeah. And it is a perfect day to be out here working. Yeah. I don't think it's even reached 60 degrees yet. So hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, I got that little spot already, but I got my handy dandy shovel here. I'm going to go ahead and start digging this hole. Now, you usually want the hole to be about twice as wide and twice as deep as the pot itself. It has rained here for, I think, the last 3 days at least, and yesterday it rained a lot. So hopefully this dirt is a little soft and it'll make it a little bit easier to dig. Definitely the temps will, but yeah, it's also a reason I haven't gotten any more painting done on my chicken coop, so hopefully I can get to that this afternoon too. But next step, I'm going to get this hole dug, and it shouldn't take very long, so hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, I have a nice hole dug here, and what I did is I left several inches of good loose soil in the bottom. But I'd like to give this little guy a little bit of a head start. I'm going to put some nice good dirt in the bottom of this. They come packed in garden soil, so this one has a really nice root ball on it, but you can see this one, and this is the one I just got at the store. It is starting to get a little crazy and want to come out of the bottom too. But I'm just going to break this root ball up just a little bit. And I don't know why they did that, but yeah, you definitely don't want to leave anything like that on them. These are made to break and biodegrade, but I would prefer just not to leave them on there. But now the only thing left to do is to pack the dirt back in around it. And make sure it's straight and lined up, because all of the orchard trees are in nice rows. I'm not opposed to having a crooked tree, but I prefer they were nice and straight. But fall is a wonderful time of the year to plant trees, so. Okay, and I don't want to leave the dirt mounded up quite like that. I want to pull it back just a little bit from the base of the tree and kind of make a little nest. Now I will probably come back through here. I'm going to have to be mowing in a couple of days, especially with all this rain. But what I'll do is I'll pick up some of the grass and lay the dried grass around it, so it's got a nice nest. Has a little indented basin here to catch water. We are expecting more rain in a couple of days, but I'll probably come out here with my big water buckets for the next 2 or 3 days, give it a little bit of water. But she should be good to go. Get these other tags off of here too. And I am also going to make some little cages to go around the bottom, so we don't end up with another beaver problem before they get too big. So, alright, that is one tree down. I have 2 more little cherry trees. So I'll be back as soon as I have them done, and I'll show you all 3 of them. Okay, I have a few more that I want to rescue, but these guys are a little bit smaller. Now a couple of these are walnut trees, and a couple of them are little pecan trees. And I have, yeah, there's those guys there and those guys over there. Now I have 3 of these little double tree plantings here. Now this one's a maple tree, but these are little trees that I put in about, I think, 2 years ago. And originally there were 3 in each set, but yeah, I lost 1 in each one. But this is a little pecan tree. See, I think these 2 over here, these guys are both maples. Yeah, they're both maples. Little guys. But I'd like to take and make these 3 trees again. Yeah, these 2 are maples too. Maple. Maple. But I'd like to turn them back into 3 trees again. But yeah, we need some shade out here. And one thing about Mark and I, we have never lived anywhere we didn't plant a whole lot of trees. That's why we have so many that have been set aside in cups, because we didn't really know what to do with them. But we do need more shade over here, and these guys grow pretty quick. The little pecans grow a little bit slower, but yeah, happy to be out here working this morning. It is nice and cool. I just checked the temp, it's like 57. So I'm going to get to planting these little guys. Now I'm going to plant them exactly the same way that I planted the bigger trees. So I'll probably just show one real quick, but then I'll get all the rest of them planted. I am going to put 3 over here, and then I'm going to take 3 and put them up on the hill. Okay, I have everybody planted in my little pear tree, but I used the old wire hoops that we used to use as the trellises for the peas, and I cut them down and I made nice big wire hoops to go around here, and I put 3 big metal ties. They go down probably about 6 or 8 inches, make them a little difficult to move that cage, but there is one. And I've got the 2 little cherry trees down here. We are in the orchard right by the creek. This is the second one that I planted. Now she's a little shorter, a little more round. But I did put a full-sized ring around her, and I did pin it down. Let's see the pin down here. I did pin it down in 3 places too. Now, normally I would want to trim her back and to get her to get a little bit taller, but she's in kind of rough shape, so I'm just going to let her be, and I'm going to leave that till spring. Come down here, I got one more cherry tree. Oh, and she has already collected something with fuzzy seeds. Okay. Anyway, she was in pretty good shape, so I took some of the smaller kind of scruffy branches off the bottom, put a cage on here. Now the 2 smaller ones, the one on the pear tree and this one, were one of the big hoops, and I cut them in half, but this one's also pinned down in 3 places. But that is all 3 of the trees replaced out here in the orchard, and I'll go up real quick and show you the little trees. Okay, gonna step back here a little bit. There's one of the little trees, so that would make them a trio, and that is a maple tree and 2 pecan trees. Yeah, that one's little, but he'll grow up and look like this one soon enough. And here's another one. So that will make them 2 maple trees, and that is actually a little walnut. So that leaves me, we got one more. Now this was the smallest one, so yeah, just got a little growth at the top, but it's about the perfect time to be planting them. So I'm not 100% sure if that is a little walnut or a little pecan, but she's over here with 2 maple trees, and okay, that'll pretty much be everybody over here. So I'll walk up and show you the ones I planted on the hill. Okay, going to take kind of a quick little side trip over here. These 2 trees right here are a couple of the oldest of the pecan trees that I planted. Those are my apricot trees. And I have maple trees planted all over out here. But this little strip of trees, these are also pecan trees. And they were planted about, I want to say very early last spring, if not the fall before. But they're already a few feet tall. They will catch up. And this is where I planted the other 2. And yeah, that means that this hill is about full of trees. I don't know that I want to plant any more up here, but glad to have a couple of extra. Definitely need a bit more shade. Yeah. love to plant trees. But yeah, if you can erase your carbon footprint by planting trees, Mark and I have erased our carbon footprint many, many times over. And yeah, just waiting for these guys to grow up too. Got lots of trees planted, really, really happy for it. Really need the shade, kind of helps create a little like microclimate. But I'm going to go ahead and get all my goodies put away, and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I got to shade my eyes just a little bit so you can see my face, but the sun's not killing me. Now, it is a beautiful day, and it was a perfect morning to be out here planting trees. Absolutely love planting trees. But that gives us a total of 8 trees for the day. And I think that'll pretty much catch up on everything that really needed planting. So, with all the rain we've had, actually, if we don't get any rain today, tomorrow is going to be mowing day. Yeah. It's starting to look a little scruffy. But, had an absolutely wonderful day. Got really dirty. Just perfect, because the days are numbered. Winter is coming, and there aren't very many more days to get really good and dirty. So, yeah, really enjoyed that. Anyway, I have talked your ear off, but really did enjoy doing all of this today, and I'm really glad you spent a few minutes of your day with me. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell. It'll let you know when I'm out here digging up something else. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything along your mind, please leave them in the little box below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have the opportunity, please go out and plant some trees, because, yeah, the world needs more trees. Yeah, a lot more trees. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and get on out of here. Don't forget we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.